Vinaka, Namaste and good evening. I'm Vijay Narayan. This week on Fijivillage Straight Talk, we are outside the studio again, and as you are all preparing for Christmas, family lunches, and all the other festivities that go with this special time, we ask you to pause and think about a few issues tonight. We have our special guest tonight, Sonia Shanaaz, and her daughter Arna. A story about families who have children living with disabilities. Are we doing enough as a country? Are we doing enough for our fellow citizens who get affected on a daily basis? There's no stopping in terms of therapy. There's no stopping in terms of care. There's no pause in terms of making sure all the medical bills are taken care of on a timely basis. Life continues to move on, and are we doing enough? So we have Sonia, who has bravely come out on social media, has been advocating for this, and we thought that it would be only right to bring a story on our show, and also, as far as Fijivillage Straight Talk is concerned, what we can do to effect change as a nation, what all the stakeholders have to do during this time. Sonia, thank you very much for accepting my invitation to come on the show this evening.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, and thank you for seeing us.
And thank you, Sonia will have Arna with her, beautiful 10-year-old Arna, who loves to be beside her mother. And of course, the story is about making sure that there's always inclusivity and there's always love and care for our children. And that is what the message is tonight for our show. Sonia, first of all, when did you find out about Arna having cerebral palsy?
When Arna was 6 months old. So Arna was born with cerebral palsy. She had cerebral palsy due to rough delivery the day she was born. So her brain, her blood oxygen to her brain got cut off during delivery. It was a harsh delivery, and that is the reason why she suffers from a lifelong disability, which is cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is basically the cerebral is of a person is not functioning or malfunctioning, and that causes people with cerebral palsy are not able to coordinate their body movements. For Arna, she is a severe cerebral palsy. She is not able to control any of her body movements, including her gag reflex. She cannot even drink water. We have to make her in a position so that she can drink water. So she is not able to hold anything, talk. She's able to see. Some kids with this cerebral palsy are not able to see. She can. She wasn't able to see properly. But as she's 10 years old now, her vision improved, and through therapy, she's able to hold herself a little bit, not 100%. She's not able to coordinate, but through therapy, her muscle growth and everything has, she's getting a bit used to this condition, basically. Yeah.
Sonia, were you prepared? I know it may sound like an insensitive question, based on the facilities and services that we have. Were you prepared?
I was 19 years old when I was pregnant, and I was 20 when I gave birth to Arna. Arna is 10 years old now. During that time, we didn't even have internet, proper internet. No person is ever prepared for anything as such. And there wasn't enough information on day one that we can, like we didn't know what was wrong with her. We were not, till date, I'm not prepared for the future, because it's just too scary for me to not know what is her future. It's very scary. And even she's 10 years old now. There's something I am learning every day about her. There's small things I'm learning every day about her. And I was not prepared. I think no parent is ever prepared for anything to go wrong with their child.
What are your daily realities and challenges?
Lifting her, first of all, because she cannot stand. She's growing bigger. When she was a baby, it was a bit easier. But now, lifting her, and I'm a single mom, so I have to do everything for her from the morning till night. My mom and my parents, my mom looks after her when I'm out doing my work, doing deliveries. But I'm her primary caregiver. I am full time. Like, she is under my care full time. If I'm not there, then my parents are there, my sister is there. But the thing is, the challenges are that she is getting heavy, and I want her to be healthy. But at the same time, it's putting a pressure on us to look after her and doing everything for her. We have to feed her blended food. She can't chew and swallow. Cerebral palsy is not as all coordination issues, which is her gag reflex as well. She cannot chew and swallow. So we have to give her blended food. Any food she takes is a blended food or finely chopped food. Her favorite food is burger. So we have to put burger in the pull chopper and make it really like mince and give it to her. She has her favorite foods too. She understands everything. She cannot communicate what she wants to say, but we have because we have been with her. She's 10 years old now. We understand what she wants. So she has her favorite food, favorite movie, and favorite song.
What's her favorite movie?
Her favorite Peppa the Pig, and her favorite song, a Taylor Swift song. She's a big Taylor fan.
So what's I know Peppa Pig, your favorite, and what's the Taylor Swift song?
All the songs, anything, any song.
Big Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
And also, she's been smiling a lot today before our interview.
Yeah.
Happy day today?
Happy day today. She likes when people come and visit her and meet her. She's a very social person.
Yes, I know. She's been very sociable today. Now, in terms of emotional strength, a lot of emotional strength is required, Sonia, no doubt.
Yes, that's true.
How do you manage with that?
Waking up every day with a child, will never be able to walk, will not be able to express her needs, and she's growing. She'll be a teenager very soon. And as a mother, as a single parent, it really hurts. But at the same time, when I see her smile, I see her face, I know that no one is coming to save us. I have to save our world, me and Arna. And it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of faith in God to raise a child with any kind of disability or any kind of sickness. And it takes a lot of you out of your confidence. Every day you have to build your confidence every day again, that you can do it. There's a lot of positive affirmations we have to tell ourselves to face the world every day. Because if we talk about Fiji, and if we talk about our community, our towns, and we don't have disability access everywhere. So every day the emotion it spikes when we want to do something. If I want to take Arna to Suva City, the thing is, where should I park? The only place I can park is at the MHCC, Tapu City, or maybe Damodar City, and because they have lift to take Arna around. So that it's like every day waking up with a child who is not able to face the world like a normal person, and then taking her around, and the challenges we face every day with her wheelchair, with taking her around the footpaths. If you go on the footpath, you'll see that a normal person is not able to, because the potholes and no, it's not. So our roads, our towns are not well designed to suit people with disability and people like Arna. So that is much more that spikes our emotions, and like the world is not accepting disability.
There's a lot of talk, but it needs to be followed with action.
Yes.
Typical day in your life, you are a single mother, your caregiver day and night. How are your mornings and your nights?
So in the morning, I change her everything. I change her diapers, brush her. She cannot brush herself. Feed her protein shake. I give her protein every day. And then I prepare my hamper deliveries. I have a business, Fiji flower shop. So whatever orders I have for the day, I get her ready, put her on the wheelchair. Then I get my hampers ready for delivery. Get her ready for school if it's a school day. Then get her ready for school. Put everything in the car. Put her in the car seat. Then my mom is with her during. My mom cooks her food in the morning. And they go to school. So my mom sits with her in school, feeds her while I am doing my deliveries. And then I pick her up from school at 2, around 12 to 2, depending if she's not feeling well, then we come at 12. And if she can be in school till 2, then she is in school till 2. And then we come home. She's with my mom. If I have more deliveries to do, then I prepare everything for the evening, food, if anything, washing and doing the normal housework while she's in her stroller or in her wheelchair. Now she's not able to fit in her stroller, so she's most of the time in the wheelchair. And then she has her massage session. Every day we massage her, and once in a week she has a physio too. So in the afternoon we have dinner, blended food, dinner, and then pray and sleep. And sometimes she watches her music video and then sleep. And we give her medications every day, which is Tragadol, carbamazine, to make her sleep, because they are not moving around like us. They don't get tired like us. They are full time in a different mode. So to make them sleep, we have to give them medications to sleep.
And you have to be alert at night, you were saying?
Alert at night, because at night when they sleep, they have attacks, fit attacks. And they are not, sometimes they forget to breathe. And then we have to be alert of what's happening. And at night, because they're not able to control her movements, they can chew on their tongue or their lips. So if she's moving around, and that is the reason why in overseas countries we have day and night nurses to look after kids like Arna, because they have, most of their attacks are at night.
You described your journey once as survival alone. What does loneliness look like in this journey? When me and Arna's dad decided to separate, and then we had a divorce and everything, that was the most challenging time of my life, because that time I realized that I have to be on my own, survive on my own, and she is my priority. And of course, her dad's priority is also Arna. But that was that moment I realized that this journey of raising a child with special needs takes so much from your life. I had to sacrifice so much for Arna. I had to leave my job. I graduated, I did my degree, but I couldn't work because I have to be a primary caregiver. So the future I had in my mind for myself, for my family, for Arna, changed because of her disability, of her condition. So I had to give up on a lot of things. Giving up on a lot of things, and then finally when your marriage also ends, it makes you in a place where you don't have any hope for life, because
I have been living with her, and I know the life she has, and then the positivity she brings in my life. But at the same time, I have to face the world. With the support system, there is not much support in Fiji for kids like Arna, and like I had to walk around her, caregiving her. So I had to resign. I had to close after resigning, I just decided to open a small second-hand shop. Then I had to close my shop because it was hard for me to put Arna in the shop and operate the shop, though I have staff. But then COVID happened and we had to pay rent. 3 months the shop was closed. So it was financial difficulties. And then after that, I started doing my business from home, having Arna at home. So everything, my career, I had to design around her. I'm a qualified Bharatanatyam dancer. I was a dance teacher, but I am not able to do that now because I don't have time for that. I don't have even time for my own practice. So, like in a normal case, she's a 10 years old. She would have been a normal 10-year-old learning and exploring life. But because of that, everything has changed in my life, in my family. And it's not just Arna and me, it's the whole family that gets impacted by such incident, the disability.
You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. We'll be back after this break.
In a world where opinions are loud and facts can fade, there's one voice in Fiji that stays true to the truth. For 40 years, our news team has brought factual and reliable information on our 5 radio stations: FM 96, Legend FM, Naftarang, Viti FM, Radio Sargam, and for over 2 decades, Fiji Village has been where credibility lives, connecting Fijians to the stories that matter most. With over 3 million monthly page views and a growing digital reach across Fiji and beyond, Fiji Village delivers news as it happens, when it happens. The news, sports, in-depth talk shows, explainers, special events, entertainment, business sections, video features from our 5 radio stations and live radio all come together on this live and engaging platform. Through our flagship show Straight Talk, we bring the nation's most important voices, the people of the country and the leaders to the forefront, creating space for dialogue, accountability and change. From breaking stories to community campaigns, Fiji Village has become part of the fabric of everyday Fiji life. For businesses and brands, partnering with Fiji Village means more than just visibility. It's credibility. Fiji Village, Fiji's most trusted digital news source. Real people, real stories. Fiji Village, your trusted news provider.
Welcome back. You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. Our guest tonight are Sonia Shanaaz and her beautiful daughter Arna. Now, Sonia, you're a very strong mother, a very loving mother that you continue to sacrifice whatever you have to do to ensure that Arna gets the best quality of life, the best care that she can get. And I'm sure those who are watching are very proud of you as a loving mother for Arna. 6 months ago, I saw your post that you had reached out to the Ministry for Social Protection in relation to certain issues.
Yeah.
You had posted about it. It caught our attention that for 6 months you said there was silence.
Yes.
Can you talk about what were the issues that you had raised?
So, raising a child with disability is financially very hard. I have to cater for rent, for her medical needs, for her protein, vitamins, and at the same time transport, For Arna, as she's growing, I had to upgrade my vehicle to a disability-friendly vehicle so that I can accommodate her to school, take her to school and everything. So that was my concern. That was the reason why I reached out to the ministry, asking if there is any help that we can get from them, because I know in overseas countries there are the government do have assistance for kids like Arna and people with disability. But ever since Arna is born, for me and Arna, like we have experienced, nothing has been, especially when it comes to her medication. It was $40 before, I mean 3 years ago. Now it's almost $60 now. Her protein was $25. Now it's $57. And the diaper she's wearing, she's growing. And she's not wearing baby diapers anymore. Adult diapers are like $28 to $32, and that's eight piece in one pack, and we have to change like 2 or 3 times a day. So, and rent and fuel, and on top of that, the emotional, like we don't even have time for ourselves. I have to run. If there was support for primary caregivers, I would have been happily looking after Arna alone without trying to juggle my small business, caregiving, school. I want her to get best in life. So that's why I take her to school. Even the school system is not designed for kids like Arna who are cerebral palsy, because they learn differently. The school system has blackboard, chalk and art, like normal kids education stuff that normal kids used to learn. But for them, they need special kind of equipments to make them learn and understand. So that was the main reason why I reached out for assistance, for help. What is available? For me, I just want to know what is available, and if there is something that I can that can help me look after Arna, help me with my business, help me with her vehicle, because I bought that vehicle. It's still under repayment, and that is the primary car that takes Arna to school, because we don't have disability transportation provided. Before we had disability bus that was arranged by Frank Hilton. Now we don't have bus pickup for kids like Arna. We don't have disability bus. We don't have transport. The public transport is, we cannot use that to take Arna around. Her wheelchair still doesn't fit in my car, and then we have to walk around and fit it. The wheelchairs are big, let alone her car seat and everything. So taking a person with disability, but she's still 10 years old, she'll be 20 years old, and taking kids like Arna around is not easy. And that was some of the things that I wanted to know, what assistance are there, because she is the vulnerable one, and what is there for the vulnerable families. So yeah, I didn't get any response till last week. Last week there was a visit, but nothing is promised yet. Yeah.
And that's after I saw your post and alerted the Minister for Social Protection on what is happening regarding your case. When families like you ask for help or ask for advice and hear nothing back, what message does that send to people like you?
The silence is painful, but that's the reality we have to face every day, because the thing is, like, we as parents, we are helpless. The community and the social welfare, those are the primary bodies that we look up to, and especially our government for support for vulnerable families like us. And when we get silent treatment from such organizations, it's like no one is seeing us. It's only the people that see us on social media, comment and give us strength, hope. But we need more than hope. We need assistance. We need support. We need support system. There can be big goals, but we fall for our system. What are the daily improvements But for me, I know her. It's been 10 years now. She's like, for the past 10 years, there's no improvement that has happened in terms of education, in terms of support. Disability allowance is $135. $135 is 1 week fuel for me. So housing and shopping, groceries, medications, diapers, and everything else. So, like, there's no support. It's only my small business, and the economy is not doing well. My Sensation Fiji is I don't have stock for the past 3 months because the freight is high, the supply chain is a bit distracted, and it's just my Fiji flower shop that is paying for everything. But that is the whole reason why I reached out. But I guess it's more of it gets more emotional knowing that no one is there to see you. And even though we are putting out our life, and that was the main reason why I'm sharing my journey on social media, so that people out there can also get inspired and share their journey. Because when kids like her will be around, people will see them, and then the needs will arise and the concerns will be met.
That's the reality.
That's the reality.
And also, you're not trying to blame any particular individual. It is what it is, and something needs to be done about it.
Yes, I'm not trying to blame any particular individual, because in this 10 years of her life, things have changed. The government has changed, previous or the current, but there is no change. What I'm trying to say is, like, this issue is not looked into. And if it is, then I have never received any help yet.
And for 6 months, no answer.
No answer. And no one has reached out. None of the communities have ever reached out to me saying that we can provide her, except for Frank Hilton organization. She's attending physio there, and she's attending speech therapy. They gave us a wheelchair. They have been very supportive in terms of her physio and the services they provide. But other communities, other NGOs, none have ever reached out to us and tried to ask if we need help or if we need any kind of assistance. Especially with her wheelchair, we struggle. Even the wheelchair we're using now, it's a normal wheelchair, and I'm putting a car seat on it. It's not safe. Maybe you can show it later, but it's not safe. We need devices to make their life accessible. We need support.
You also deal with a lot of stigma, misunderstanding, the attitude towards the realities of people living with disabilities. If you can speak about where we at in Fiji in terms of the stigma, the misunderstanding, and the attitude towards people living with disabilities.
People living with disabilities are often left out because, first of all, we are not ready to accommodate them, honestly. Just imagining me taking Arna to Suba City, I don't know how I'll push her wheelchair around broken footpaths. But that's the infrastructure part. But the inclusion part, if we are hosting events, are we prepared to host people with disability? Are we, like our driveways, our parking, are we accommodating them? So people with disability often feel left out because we are like normal organizations or normal people organizing events often don't consider how disabled people will come and just for example, Showcase and Hibiscus Festival. Showcase, we parked and then we took her to Showcase. But the footpaths, it's so hard and to get her inside, and plus it's how we enter inside. It's like the society is saying that we don't have space for you. It's not accommodating. And then people with disability, children like Arna, they often feel left out. There are kids like Arna who has only visited the hospital throughout their life. They have never left home till they die. And there are so many stories that her master used to tell me, that children living with disability are don't experience the world like us. They don't see the world like us, and we as parents, as people, public, we should give them the accessibility to life. We have the ability to take them outside, and I think it's very important to consider them and get them included in every event, even like in marketing and billboards. We never see a person on a wheelchair on billboards. I have not seen it. So basic advertisement can include people with disability, and that's a way to be seen, for them to be seen, for them to be included.
You've taken your advocacy to TikTok and Facebook. You're building your social media platform in helping educate others.
Yes.
And building a support network. How is that coming along?
I have got a lot of positive feedback. People want to see kids. People know that in their families, especially parents have reached out to me saying that I have a daughter, I have a son, and you're doing so great. I can't even imagine taking my son out because I don't have a proper wheelchair for him. I don't have a stroller that can accommodate him. And I understand, I struggle with that too, but I fight every day to provide Arna with the best life I can. And it's not easy. It takes a lot of physical strength to take her around wherever I want to take her, because it's a lot of lifting involved. I have to lift her. And so parents are saying, messaging me saying that you are very strong. As a mother, your love, they can see my love for Arna. And that has helped me, motivated me to do more. And especially when we in school, we discuss like the things we should implement in the education system, especially like tablets. And through my videos, I have reached out people overseas who are willing to help us provide those equipments like tablets, interactive tablets, and other educational devices. So I have, that was a success that I think I reached. And through my videos, I have received help from a family overseas that they are sending her a wheelchair. Maybe it will be here very soon. It's from US. So I think through my video, I have received help, and I am able to advocate on how we can take children around and the difficulties around taking them around.
Sonia, Christmas is also a season of compassion. Do you think, from your perspective, where do you think Fiji is falling short in terms of looking after the families who have children living with disabilities?
As I said, the functions that we have are not designed, not inclusive to people living with disability. Even the small parties we do at home, the small gatherings, it's very important to make sure that we as normal who can walk, who can do everything for ourselves, take people with disability around, let them experience world. And where we are falling short is the safety. Like, how safe are people like Arna walking on the road? How safe are we? And are we including them in our guest list? Sometimes some families don't invite us because they know we won't be able to make it. And I think it's regardless of how we will be able to make it or not, it's very important to include people with disability in whatever community gatherings and religious or parties, to have them included, because they also have a life, they also have emotions, they also have feelings. For Arna, she understands everything, though she cannot talk, but she loves to party. I take her to New Peking, because they have mini birthday celebrations there, and we just sit there. We just order our food, we sit there. And she loves to see them party. She's a very
So she
lively.
looks at other people
Yes.
having birthday parties.
Yes, she looks at other people having birthday parties and she likes to party. She's a very lively person. And just like Arna, there are other kids like Arna who are lively. Just give them the opportunity to be lively.
Does it hurt you when you know that you're not invited because of you have a child living with a disability?
I think along the way I have accepted that fact that I will be left out. But I think this platform is giving me a voice to showcase the need for them to be seen. Social media platform. And it's giving me the courage to share my journey more. Sometimes it gets hard, but I did, because the decision of me sharing our journey on social media, I took it very seriously. I invested in a Insta360 camera because I knew I won't be able to use my phone for all the recordings. So I really took that seriously, because I know that it's high time we have to share our journey and we have to be seen. To get help, we need to be seen so that we can actually get help. So, yeah.
Where do you get your strength from on your hardest days?
I think my faith in God has kept me alive till date. If I wasn't, if I didn't have faith in God, I would have given up way long ago. There are days, even if I have faith, there are days that are really hard. There are days when she is sick and it's really hard because we don't know what the future holds. I don't know what the future holds. What if she's like 20 years old? I don't know how I'm going to lift her. I am a single mother. My parents still support me because I'm not able to support myself. I don't know the future yet for her. I can't lift her when she's 20 years old. I'm not getting any younger. I am still young, but I'll be 40 when she'll be 20. So, yeah.
You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. We'll be back after this break.
In a world where opinions are loud and facts can fade, there's one voice in Fiji that stays true to the truth. For 40 years, our news team has brought factual and reliable information on our 5 radio stations: FM 96, Legend FM, Naftarang, VT FM, Radio Sargam, and for over 2 decades, Fiji Village has been where credibility lives, connecting Fijians to the stories that matter most. With over 3 million monthly page views and a growing digital reach across Fiji and beyond, Fiji Village delivers news as it happens, when it happens. The news, sports, in-depth talk shows, explainers, special events, entertainment, business sections, video features from our 5 radio stations and live radio all come together on this live and engaging platform. Through our flagship show Straight Talk, we bring the nation's most important voices, the people of the country and the leaders to the forefront, creating space for dialogue, accountability and change. From breaking stories to community campaigns, Fiji Village has become part of the fabric of everyday Fiji life. For businesses and brands, partnering with Fiji Village means more than just visibility. It's credibility. Fiji Village, Fiji's most trusted digital news source. Real people, real stories. Fiji Village, your trusted news provider.
You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. Our guest tonight, Sonia Shanaaz, and her daughter Arna. Now, Sonia, you have been empowered in this journey. Of course, it's been a difficult journey for you, and you want the best for your daughter, but also the best for other children like Arna, so that they have the best quality of life. Through that, you have been empowered despite the struggles to start off a few projects. If you can talk about that, please.
So the first project that I want to look into is founding a disability focused daycare, because in my journey raising Arna, I had to go so many things in life and give up on so many things. But if I had a daycare where I can safely have Arna looked after, so while I do my work and my business, or have some personal space, because as I said, when she gets sick, it's difficult. And every day lifting her and doing everything for her, it takes a lot of strength. That it's like 24 hours caregiving your own child who is not able to help herself but be dependent is not easy. So this daycare will enable parents like me and mothers like me to leave their children in a safe caregiving environment, while they are able to do their own personal stuff, or just normal do work and have space for them to go about their daily life. Because we do have daycare for normal children, normal kids, but we don't have anything for kids with disability or kids who learn differently. And for Arna, like, she's fully disabled. We don't have a space for anything that any daycare that will have her, because she will require a lot of support. That is the reason, because I had to give up a lot of things for Arna, and that is the reason why I want to establish this daycare. I had to resign, first of all. I had to give up on my job. I had to give up on my business. I have to give up on my dreams. Or I had to give up on my career, the career I dreamt of for her. And maybe mothers like me can get help through this daycare.
And you're also planning to set up a Mothers Empowerment Hub?
Yes, Mothers Empowerment Hub. So there are a lot of emotional stories that we get to hear as mothers. We discuss. There, like, for us women, our life always revolves around our kids. And now that mindset is changing, but we still have a long way to go. And like me personally, I can see that there is a big lack from families. Families think that the mother is the primary caregiver of the child, but it's not the case. The whole family is responsible for raising kids, and when the kids have disability, it's the mothers who get the full forced pressure on them. So this empowerment hub is a mothers community that will help mothers like me develop skills and earn for themselves while the kids are in their daycare, and share ideas on how we can help each other grow emotionally, financially. And like small things like yoga sessions, we can implement yoga sessions, Zumba sessions, and skill training, and that can help them earn money as well. So that is basically the reason for the Mothers Hub.
Sonia, you are also registering and tracking children living with disabilities in Fiji to gather data. How important is this data gathering exercise? The idea of having this data came from, because I don't know if someone has ever taken our data, me and Arna. So that was the reason why I want to have this data to establish a daycare. First of all, if I am establishing a daycare, what is the data like of how many kids are there, like Arna, that will be, that will benefit from this daycare. And this data will help me understand that there are so many families out there who need this help, and voice out the need of kids like Arna and mothers like me who need help, emotional, physical, financial help.
and then families and the safety part of it. Are the children like Arna safe? This data can also give us a brief of how are they who are the primary caregivers. There are cases where kids like Arna are just left with extended family, and their parents they divorce, they part ways. And are the kids safe? They are not able to help themselves. Like if they are abused or anything like that, they are not able to help themselves. They are fully disabled. So this data of registering kids is also registering their caregivers, immediate caregivers. For Arna, it's me. For other child, it's their grandparents, their aunties, uncles, because it's not easy. I don't want to use that word, but the truth is, kids like Arna do add a weight to the parents, do add a weight to us. I don't want to say it's a burden, but it is, and it is not everyone's. Everyone is not strong enough to look after them. So this data will help us know which the kids who actually need help and need safety, need a better home, and just like normal needs, if they are well looked after and their needs are looked after.
Not just been locked away.
Not just been locked away, and if they are being abused or anything like that. And this is very important. I think it's very important. We have had cases previously where kids have been abused and they cannot voice out for themselves. They cannot talk. They cannot help themselves.
Sonia, you also run a full-time business, the Fiji Flower Shop.
Yes.
What are some of the sacrifices and struggles that people do not know about while running this business?
Fiji Flower Shop, I established it in 2019, and I think it's not just my business. Raising a child like Arna and doing business while full-time caregiving her, making sure she's fed, making sure her clothes are clean, making sure that her diapers are changed. It's not easy to run a business simultaneously while looking after her. But I try to juggle everything, and it's like if I don't do it, I will not because the reason why I do this business is to financially support me and Arna. If I don't do it, we'll not be financially stable enough to look after ourselves, because our expenses are so high in terms of medication and rent and vehicle transportation.
Sonia, I'll ask you about Fiji's disability support system. If you were to make 3 immediate changes to bring it immediate support, what would be those 3 things be? What would those 3 things be?
First of all is the people living with disability. I think if I was given that responsibility, the first thing is like registering the data. Who are their primary caregivers, and are the people with disability living with this disability safe in their environment? Are they well looked after? And so safety is number one that I would like to look into safety. And the other thing is, do they have means to get around, especially like devices like a wheelchair? Do they have means to get around by themselves? And the third thing is to have an empowerment system for them, and a system that can social gathering, to make them feel included, have social events that are disability focused social events, so that they can be seen and they can be given opportunity to express themselves, and through that we'll be able to create employment opportunities for them, There are people living with disability who are able to work if we give them the right means, right education, right support devices, and right care from birth. So safety is important. The means to see the world, their devices, the wheelchairs, the support system, their physical support system. And the third thing is inclusion, to have them included in the community, in the functions, in everything that goes around should include them as well, people with disability.
What can ordinary Fijians do beyond the social media, like or showing emotion on social media? What can they do to help families and children living with disabilities?
First of all, help them get around. If for example, just asking them if they need help, and actually providing the help that they need, especially in terms of their basic needs. I think sometimes it's as small as just having a conversation with them and knowing if they are okay. They are also humans. They also need someone to just stop by and just make them feel seen. So I think the message I have for public is, if you have someone in your community, in your household, who is disabled, who is unable, old, or like Arna, just hold a bit of space for them, have a conversation with them, and try to figure out if they need something. Help them and be there for them, not just by asking, but actually providing that help. And taking them around, just take them around for a walk, because they are not able to help themselves. So help them, be their foot and hands. Just for a walk in the park or just around the footpaths, just take them around wherever. Just take them outside. Let them see the world.
What message do you have for those single mothers who would be, I'll ask again, what message do you have for other single mothers out there who may feel they are unseen or unheard in their journey?
It requires a lot of strength to raise kids like Arna. And if you're a single mother, it requires double the strength, sometimes 3 times the strength, because you are taking care of yourself, taking care of Arna, and taking care of the world that you have created around you. And the only message I have is, have faith in God, because faith gives us hope. And if you need help, always reach out to your immediate communities, like your church, temple, priest, or anything like that, your immediate worship houses, because sometimes it gets heavy. It gets really heavy. And for me personally, there was a time I was very suicidal. I had very bad thoughts. What helped me is my faith helped me to recover and become a stronger person. Sometimes it's very important to reach out to your immediate communities, your worship houses, for help. And the other thing is, know that as a woman, we have the capability of doing so much more, and we are not weak. We are the strongest. If we are able to make a house a home, we are able to give birth to a child, we are able to nurture them and provide for them as well. So a woman is a very strong, as a mother, even if you are a single mother, you're a very strong being. And that's all you have to remember, I think, at the end of the day, that you have the strength to do everything. And if you are having negative thoughts, please reach out to the communities that can help you. Regardless of what faith you follow, always reach out and have social gatherings, have friends, other female friends that can help you.
To have that support network.
You need that support system.
Without the support network, it can be very stressful and
Yeah.
mentally draining as well in terms of mental health.
It's mental health of my single mothers is a big concern, especially if like it seems that I'm strong, but I'm not always strong. There are nights where I'm just awake till 3 p.m., 3 a.m. and thinking about the future, and I don't know what the future holds. And the silent treatment we get when when we ask for help, it's not helping anyway. It's like every day we have to face the world because of our children, and it's mentally draining. It's like you are every day fighting the resistance of living.
As we move toward Christmas, as we discussed that it's a time of festivity, it's a time of love, it's a time of giving and sharing. What do you expect from Fiji?
To be seen, to be included, and to be celebrated. Life like her should be celebrated and not be locked inside a room just to see the ceiling. I think inclusion is the most important thing.
Any final message to those who are watching this show tonight, Sonia?
Thank you for the love and support we got through our social media, and I hope I am able to share my journey and reach out to people like my family and help them understand and be seen. And if there are families who have kids like Arna, please don't feel left out. Take your kids around. I know it's very hard. It's very hard for me as well. But inclusion will make a difference. Inclusion is everything for people with disability.
Thank you, Sonia. And that's our show for tonight. I think the call is clear. May we focus on action. May we focus on love. May we focus on compassion. This Christmas, as we get nearer to that special day and the festivities around, let's take a moment to think what we can do to ensure we remain more inclusive. We open our eyes, we soften our hearts, and ensure that we take action that will result in real change. The real action that's been asked for from Sonia and her daughter Arna will go a long way. The struggles, the sacrifices, the challenges are very raw. But we as a nation need to be really asking the question, what more we can do. That's our show for tonight. Until next year, have a good evening.